Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming here at America's Best Flowers in Cottage Grove and have all been commenting on the streaming sunlight coming in today, which is warming us up from the inside out because it is cold. It is February. Anyhow, we're going to talk with those folks in a little while, but I'm very, very excited and pleased and inspired always to be sitting next to Miss Laura Gallagher. Hi, Laura. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
It's always so fun and so powerful to have you on the show, so thank you for joining us. I'm going to jump right in. So Laura is the owner, president, founder, everything that makes the creative company in Madison the creative company. When did you start your company and how have things changed since the beginning?
I started the creative company in 1989 when I was a senior in college, and so much has changed. So even the fact that I'm here on this TV set right now talking to you is somewhat of an evolution from where we started. So when I started my company, there were four TV stations. Fox had just come into the market, and they were about to introduce another newscast. And I remember thinking, do we need another newscast? Now, when you think about that now, all these years later, when we have 24/7 news rolling, I mean, that's a very different world. And there were very few choices. So the media really told the world what was going on to a certain extent, reported what was happening, and as a marketer, you had very few choices, and in some ways that worked. So we could actually roadblock and buy all the stations at the exact same time, for example, and reach everyone who was watching everyone in southern Wisconsin. It was incredible. So that's changed dramatically. Now it's much more targeted, much more focused, and every brand has its own channel. We have our Facebook channels, we have our Instagram channels, we have our LinkedIn channels, and so on and so forth. And individuals have brands as well. Not that they didn't then, but it's much more of the culture has changed and the channels have changed.
Absolutely, and you have such great experience to be able to share this change, so thank you always for bringing that out. Thank you.
And speaking of change, so what did you learn from 2017 that's impacting your choices for your company in 2018?
As you all know, last year was a major shift for me. As I approached almost 30 years in business, I also returned to school and became a scholar at Babson College, which is the leading entrepreneurial college in the country. I got a scholarship from Goldman Sachs. Average age of a scholar is 47. That transformed how I thought about business and how I thought about capital and how I thought about being properly resourced and how important planning is to your success. If you want to go somewhere, you can map it out. If you can also map out different scenarios. It's not that I didn't know that before, but I know it better now. And even going through the process of thinking about what if I had $5 million, what if I had $50 million, what kinds of things would I create? And then so you sort of go to blue sky, and then you bring it back down to ground level, and you work on the plan. And that was transformative. It was also transformative to work with a group of people. So I would say that, you know, for any business owner or for any individual that wants to improve or change or grow, get people around you who are super smart, who are doing interesting things, who are living and writing a great story with their lives, and who are positive and forward thinking. We can't do anything about what happened in the past. All we can do is move forward, but move forward with intention, right?
Good advice for life and business.
And what would you say would be one of the obstacles to growing a business?
Well, capital is certainly an obstacle, but I think that it's the leader. You know, like we're in our own way. I think people are excited to get on a train that's moving and going somewhere, but we have to make sure that we're setting the course, we're setting the pace. Yes, resources certainly help. You want to be properly resourced and need to be to move forward. But you also have to have the vision and the plan. And that plan helps you to move in that direction and draws people into your story. So the obstacles really haven't changed in the 30 years that I've been in business that much. Women are still not getting as much capital. Women are still not, still have it's just more challenging.
Lagging behind.
Yeah, we do, but the opportunities are there for those who dare. We need to also be brave and move forward.
What are the proper channels, the most effective channels that you'll find? We're running out of time, but just a minute to speak to that. What would you find the most effective advice to give a business owner or someone to start a business to promote being a good leader and promote?
Pick one channel and own it and do really well at that one channel, and then multiply. There isn't any one thing that's going to work better than any other thing. I like data. So I like to see what happens with social and web and lead generation that we can create from that, and just tweaking and changing and trying new things. So be brave, experiment, fail often, and then move towards your ultimate goal.
I love how you always embrace the failure and the pick yourself up and do it again and be brave. I mean, I just love that about you and about your company. Always learning so much from Laura. Thank you so much for being here. Again, this is Laura Gallagher
So
from the
motivating.
Creative. Exactly. I was all energized from the Creative Company, and we are here at America's Best Flowers, and this is Girl Talk. Stick around.